It's a great achievement, it's a great medal for India, as Anush Agarwalla, who is from Kolkata and won the gold medal and the bronze medal in Asian Games 2023 in Equestrian. He is with me. Anush, many congratulations on those two medals. As we can see, this is a very proud moment for us. So how does it feel, first impression after winning these medals?
It was, of course, a very special moment for all of us as a team. We won a gold in a sport in which not many people believed in us, in the sport in general, and also in us as a team. We had a lot of issues leading up to the games, and I'm just very happy with how it all turned out, and that how the whole team performed well, and how we all supported each other. It was just a very special moment, and to win the gold for your country, there's never a better feeling than that when your country's flag goes up in the sky, and when the national anthem is playing and the whole stadium is standing in respect. These are moments that cannot be bought, they have to be earned, and there's no that is the ultimate dream for every athlete, so it was just very special.
I guess, if I'm not wrong, it after 41 years.
Yes.
So, what are the challenges that you have to face to achieve this feat for the country?
The equestrian infrastructure in India is really not well developed, especially if you compare it with let's say Europe. There have been a lot of changes, there have been a lot of developments in the past years, but it's still not at the level of European facilities. And to make it big, like all four members of the dressage team, all of us were training in Germany and France. So that just shows that how difficult it is to make it in the sport in India, and these are the challenges. And also, for example, we had equestrian is also not a sport which is very well known, especially if you compare it with, let's say, cricket or football, and that also brings a lot of challenges, like from the administrative point of view and from the support point of view. But I hope that these medals will bring a rush of positive development from all angles into the sport, and I'm pretty sure that there's no shortage of talent in the sport, and that this goal was never the last goal.
Here is another question arises, that why Germany, why France, why the European countries, why not India practicing? What sort of things that we needed, the infrastructures we need to develop this sport in India?
I think it's always a whole circle that needs to be developed. You know, it's not possible, let's say, if a few people get, let's say, even the best horses of the world and the best trainers of the world, if you do not have enough competitions. Like, enough competitions is one of the major reasons why the sport is not well developed. Let's say if you look at India, if you look at Germany or Europe, there are 6-7 shows every weekend. You know, especially in summer, but even there are enough shows in the winter to compete, national and international. And to get better, you have to keep competing. In India, let's say, at the pre-St. George level, there are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shows in the year. That's really not enough if you really want to make it big in the sport. And at the Grand Prix level, which is required for the Olympic Games, I don't even think there's one event in the year and it's not possible to get better. If you also, the sport is obviously well developed in the European countries. It's always a whole, like, for example, we also need even if we have enough shows, we need good vets, we need good facilities to train. You cannot just go to the show, you need to train, you need a whole process, you need like I said, there's been a lot of positive developments in the past years, and I'm 100% sure that India will achieve it with the right support, with the right mentality. The sky is always the limit.
With this, your answer, I will like to hold another question, that if this is the sport, if you agree or not, I don't know, that it is a sport for the elites, because huge cost is involved in the sports. So there is development over the country, and also in economical section, if you see that India also is developing. So do you think that India could hold an infrastructure for this sport in coming future?
First, I'll answer your second question. I think, yesterday, all athletes from the Indian contingent were invited by Prime Minister Modi for a ceremony, and he told us that, or promised us that there will be no shortage of money in sports. You know, he said that with the different schemes, the government, as we all can see, this is the first time ever at Asian Games that India won more than 100 medals. We won 107 medals, and it's always been getting better. And I'm 100% confident that money will not be the issue that will arise. And there's like you India has been progressing, it is all in India's blood to be the number one. If you also don't only look at sports, with the G20, with the space missions, India has always been at number one, and it will be at number one, even in sports, even in equestrian, even in dressage, and that will be not a problem. And now coming to your first question, for sure, it's an expensive sport. For sure, you need enough finances to make it, but at the same time, I don't think money is everything in the sport. There are a lot of people from India who have invested a lot in the sport as well, and unfortunately, in every sport you need fun. If you have fun, it's easier. But equestrian is an expensive sport, but I think nothing beats hard work, nothing beats dedication, nothing beats passion. If you have hard work, dedication, and passion, you will overcome all the problems. Of course, you need money, you need the right finances, but that's really not everything in the sport.
So enough to discuss on this sport right now, because if you could speak, then there is lot of things to explore in this arena. So I would like to ask regarding you, because how tough is the journey for you? Because I heard that you have been outside home for many years to achieve this feat. So how was the journey so far?
The journey so far has been a very difficult, but at the same time a very memorable one. I shifted to Germany. My shift to Germany was, I think, one of the hardest moments of my life. It was coming. I came from a very sheltered home. I came from a very sheltered life, not having to do like basic household chores like cooking, cleaning, and also I did not know many. I did not have any friends. I did not know any people there. I did not know the language, and from the riding point of view, also I was much worse than all of my colleagues there. So that was very difficult, but at the same time, it also taught me a lot, and I'm just very grateful for all the successes I've had, and most importantly, for all the failures I've had. It has I don't in every every athlete's life, it is never an easy journey. Not only in athlete's life, in general, there is always full of ups and downs, and it just helped me. It always just taught me a lot on how to deal with the downs and also how to deal with the ups, and just I'm just very grateful for all the experiences I've had, good or bad.
Anush, it's a difficult question as well. It's a very common question regarding this, because there is lots of sports in India right now. Cricket is being a very big sport in considering in India. Also, football is flourishing, as well as other events. Why Anush Agarwalla chose this game? Why Equestrian?
To be honest, I also, I think as a young kid, everyone in India plays cricket, plays football, and I like these sports. But something about the sport, the connection between the horse and the rider, pushed me to pursue it. Like my parents also played a huge role. They believed in me, and they tried. They just liked the sport as well. They never rode really, but they.
Started liking it.
Yeah, I really started liking it. I liked animals always from a young age, so that's how I started riding. And then when my parents used to support me, so it was I was first just going there for a hobby, and that slowly turned into a passion, and the rest is history.
Coming from your answer, because there is a chemistry between you and your horse, and that chemistry is beyond science, I guess, because it's a relationship between two people is very common, but realizing your horse, reading the brains of your horse, how difficult it was, and what was the chemistry behind it?
I think the bond that the rider and the horse shares is very peculiar, and it also, for me, it's the most beautiful part about the sport. And it also that's the point what makes equestrian different from all other sports. And like coming to now the specific relation between myself and Athro, we have a very relatively young partnership. I only started riding him in February, and this was only our seventh or eighth show together. So, but I felt that the moment I started riding him, and started training with him, we just had a very amazing bond. I understood him quite quickly. I spent a lot of time with him trying to see what he likes, what his dislikes are.
Any specific techniques do you involve in to get in to touch with your horse?
Just spending time, like I spend time with him, then
Like a relationship.
yeah, yeah, exactly, just spending time, just not trying to overdo it, just being natural, just just being normal, just spend time with him. Then you slowly get to know what he likes, what he dislikes, and the moment he starts trusting you, it's just a special connection, and that's something you just have to wait. You just have to give time. You have to be patient.
Anush, last question, because the Olympics are coming in, 24 Olympics, and do you target Olympic? What is your next target, and what do you want to do for the country in next 10 years with this game?
So my next immediate target is for sure to be the first rider from India to qualify for the Olympic Games in the sport of dressage. That has all Olympics has always been the ultimate goal, and I hope to make it, and I hope that the nation supports me in my endeavors. And in the looking at the longer picture, like it will be my dream, my passion to not only ride myself, but also to support others who are passionate about the sport. Like we already said, money is an important part in the sport, and it would just mean everything to me if I could help others like me who are passionate, who are dedicated, just to try their best to at least give them the opportunity to even make it possible. And then even, let's say, if they do not make it to the Asian Games or to the Olympics, they do not win medals, it's fine. Of course, if they win, great for them, but if they don't, it just the joy it will provide me, just to see them, provide opportunities to them, just to see them happy, I think that will be amazing.
Anush, may I touch the medal for you? So this is the medal that Anush has won, and in Asian Games Hangzhou, and after that, it's really a big feat for the country, as Anush and his team done a tremendous effort, has given a tremendous effort to achieve the medal as well, and we all hope that like many Anush will come up with the uncommon sports right now in India as equestrian, and may we hope that the sport flourish in our coming future. With camera person Tapash Berry, Anirban for India Today, Kolkata.